What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Dougie Fresh. We are back with week 5 results of this 100-pound weight loss challenge. Yeah, let's get right into our week's reflections. So, in this week's reflections, so we had a little, um, there was a lot of fasting, and we'll get into that. We had a Valentine's Day dinner that I went out to with my wife, and we let a little loose, and we'll get into that as well. Unfortunately, I'm back to working crazy hours, and I'm absolutely drained. You could probably see it in my eyes, maybe not. Super bloodshot. I'm just exhausted, but I was able to squeeze in 3 workouts that we'll talk about. Started working out this week as promised. Wasn't able to do my full Monday through Friday like I wanted to, but we'll get into all that in a little bit here and go from there. But overall, uh, I'm burnt out. I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty exhausted. Work has been consuming me this 2024. To say the least. So it's been a little bit of a struggle, but everybody does it and everybody deals with it. So it's no different than anybody else. They just complain a little bit about it. So I'm venting to you guys because you guys are my people. So just feels good to sometimes just get it off your chest and talk about it and throw it into the atmosphere, and wherever it sticks is wherever it sticks. So all right, let's go ahead and we're gonna get into our basically like exercise. So I'm gonna break this down now into the way that we have been doing it with the flights of stairs, miles walked, and exercise. So flights of stairs and miles walked, I'm gonna keep that separate from exercise because I just want to kind of give you guys a grasp of what I'm doing on a day to day without the exercise. So this week, without the exercise, I did 39 flights of stairs, and I ended up in total steps doing 26.7 miles of walking. As far as exercise goes, I was able to exercise on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Um, Monday, I went right out of the gates. I went pretty hard, and I did stairs. I did 30 minutes of stairs. About halfway through, so about the 15-minute mark, I took a 5-minute break, and then did another um, 15 minutes of stairs, and it was basically just me going up and down the same flight of stairs, just kept going. I didn't get on like a step master or anything like that. I actually did physical stairs. Just popped my headphones in and was listening to some rock music and just kept on plugging along. I will tell you this, your boy was sore on Tuesday. My legs felt like jello towards the end of it. You wouldn't believe just going up and down stairs, not even at a fast pace, on how much sweat you will generate and how much leg muscle you're using. So, as far as an accurate count of how many flights, if I had to give you a guess, I would say I did somewhere around 100 flights. Yeah, 100 flights of stairs, and that's not including the down. That's just including the up. Um, I was doing on an average between 3 to 5 flights a minute. So I was going pretty good pace or whatever there for a while. Towards the end, it was a little bit less, but definitely got the heart rate going. That was for sure. It was going throughout the whole thing, even when during my 5-minute break where I just kind of chilled out and got some water and wiped the sweat off. I looked like freaking Usher at the halftime show. I mean, not physically, but sweat wise, yeah. So, um, if you think that I look like Usher shirtless at the halftime show, go see your eye doctor. At least not yet. So, yeah, so that's where we were at with that. And then on Tuesday, I decided to just walk on a treadmill, and I walked my first 5K. So, since I've gotten into this, I've walked plenty of 5Ks, but yeah, so did 3.1 miles. And then on Thursday, I did the same 3.1 miles. Wednesday, did not, yeah, Wednesday, I did not get a lunch, was swamped at work. So, yeah, I kind of failed on that, was not able to get my work in during lunch, and life got a little bit too hectic on Wednesday evening for me to get a workout in, which kind of sucks, but hey, it's life. So that's where I'm at. I was able to, out of the first 4 days, as I'm recording this, I was able to work out three, so not too bad, but yeah, so that was that. Now we'll get into the fasting. So this was a really, really weird fasting week. So when I recorded last Thursday, I was in the middle of a fast, and then work kind of got in the way, and I did not eat on Thursday night. So I ended up fasting 48 hours into Friday, and then Friday, when I hit my milestone, I went ahead and had my steak, and it was freaking glorious. And excuse me, obligatory burps. I will get into all of what I had on Friday night when breaking that fast. So then from Friday night, on Saturday night, went out to the Blackhawk season ticket holder party with Joey P. Shout out Joey P. Sandra, and I just I stayed there too late. My intentions were to eat, but it was way past what I felt acceptable for eating times. So, um, I basically did a 48-hour fast going into Super Bowl Sunday, minus some whiskey. I had a couple pours at the Museum of Science and Industry where it was being held. I had, if I had to give you a guess, probably maybe about 8 ounces of whiskey or so. So I did have some calorie intake, but as far as food wise, I did not eat, which was fine because Sunday I fast all the way up until almost kickoff and enjoyed myself. Kept it keto friendly, but definitely went above my. I kept it below my carbs, but it definitely went above what I should have eaten calorie intake wise. That's for sure. Um, then Monday did a 24-hour fast. Tuesday, a 24-hour fast, Wednesday, a 24-hour fast, and Thursday, a 24-hour fast. So, my 18 by 6, 18 by, yeah, I think it's 18 by 6. Yeah, 18 by 6 fasting has kind of gone out the window. I've kind of just moved on to 24-hour fasting and having one meal at night. And like I said, ended up doing 2 48-hour fasts in this whole thing. So, felt great about that. Fasting, like I said, is strangely easy for me. Um, so yeah, wasn't too bad. So let's go ahead and get into our meals. So, like I said, Thursday ended up fasting. Friday had that milestone New York strip. So I had that 18-ounce New York strip, and then I paired that with some roasted garlic and Gruyere cheese sausage. Um, really freaking good. It was ended up being two net carbs and 1,400 calories. So got myself a nice char on the steak. Overcooked the steak a little bit to my liking. I'm a medium rare guy, and this was more towards medium. So I was kind of a little disappointed in myself there. But I mean, if you look at the char that I got on it, the char was so freaking good. Nice crunch with the really nice soft meat on the inside. That was awesome. And those sausages were really freaking good. That uh Gruyere cheese that it just meshed so good with that roasted garlic. It was really freaking good. Um So as I said on Saturday, besides some whiskeys at the Museum of Science and Industry, yeah, I just really had that's all I had was some whiskey. This is a picture of my daughter with the coach and some of the players. Met a bunch of the players, got to talk with them for a little bit. That was cool. And then yeah, here's me. So they had a glacier exhibit, and I decided to go ahead and throw my cup on the glacier and chill a little bit of my whiskey. So it's just me being me. So, but we're gonna fast forward over into Sunday, and so Sunday, this is how I kind of kicked off my Sunday. I did some pork rinds instead of chips, and had a few dips. I had myself some French onion dip, which is kind of like my OG favorite, some almond Swiss cheese, and then these two pub cheeses, a sharp cheddar and a cheddar horseradish. And all of these had very minimal carbs, which was awesome. I didn't do a calorie count or a carb count for Sunday because I just wanted to have a little fun and enjoy myself. And you know, wasn't able to drink on this Super Bowl Sunday because of work and being on call. So it kind of dragged me down a little bit because I couldn't go hang out with my friends. I was kind of stuck at home. I was invited to three different Super Bowl parties and had to decline all three of them, which kind of bummed me out because I got to see, basically on Twitter and via text how much fun those guys were having, and it sucked, but made the best of it. And yeah, so now on to what I call the Thanksgiving buffet for for Super Bowl Sunday. um had some colossal shrimp. I did shrimp cocktail two ways. I did like your traditional shrimp cocktail where with your dipping sauce, and then I did a Mexican style shrimp cocktail, and that ended up doing these are my famous buffalo. I'm sorry, not buffalo. Barbecue beef sliders, and my stomach's growling just looking at them right now. I actually ended up taking Hawaiian keto hot dog buns and making those my buns instead of the traditional King's Hawaiian rolls that I use. So basically, what these are it's you take some Dietz and Watson London broil, and you dice it up real fine and mix it with your favorite barbecue sauce. I ended up doing a sweet and spicy Sweet Baby Ray's, no sugar, so minimal carbs. And then you take some cheddar cheese, throw that on top, and then I spread on top of the bun a little horseradish sauce, top that, and then you make a glaze for on top of the buns. And basically the glaze is brown sugar, but I used coconut brown sugar, Dijon mustard, and poppy seeds mixed with a little bit of butter. You bring that to a boil, and you reduce it down to like a sticky paste, and then you spread it on top of the buns and just bake it in the oven to warm. And they turn out so good, so cheesy. This is one of my go-tos for when I host parties or when I go to parties and bring them. If anybody went to Jason's Halloween party, you probably tried them. I brought, geez, I can't remember how many. I think it was like 4 dozen, maybe 4 or 5 dozen to Jason's house. And I feel like these things lasted like 10 minutes, and people were like just devouring them. They are freaking delicious. If you ever want to try them, either come to a party or I'll give you the recipe. Super easy, super delicious. Um, this is my Mexican shrimp cocktail. A bunch of different spices and a bunch of just stuff that I can give you a recipe before too. It turns out it's got a crunchy, soft and just a nice spice kick to it. Delicious. And yeah, so this was the plate. So what else I made was I did air fryer wings two ways. I did a buffalo, and I did a barbecue. So had a taste for some wings, but I just did minimal wings. Wanted some pizza because usually I have some pizza on Super Bowl Sunday. So I ordered the Lou Malnati's crustless sausage crust. which is really good. It's just basically a sausage patty that they par bake, and then they throw some mozzarella cheese on top, and then a little spread of sauce, and nice little keto low carb thing or whatever. And granted, you have to eat it fork and knife, which is kind of a bummer because you can't pick it up like that, otherwise it just goes limp sausage on you. Hello. Um, but yeah, it's really good. When you're craving pizza, knock it out of the park. And then last but not least, the pickle and ham rolls. Big Polish thing. I love it. Nice little bites. So I do those. Those were really freaking good. On to So on Sunday, I know you're looking at a couple drinks right now, but on Sunday and Monday, or I mean on Monday, because that was Super Bowl Sunday. On Monday, we just had some leftovers. Finished up some pizza because there was a ton of leftovers from Super Bowl Sunday. It was just us and the fam, and so with only really two of us and a couple of kids eating off of all that stuff I made, we had leftovers. So leftovers on Monday. On Tuesday, Valentine's Day dinner. Um, we had a Blackhawks game. Me and the wife took her out to Queenie's inside of the United Center. I can highly, highly, highly recommend, if you ever get a chance before a game or a concert or a show or anything like that at the United Center, book well ahead of time because they do sell out. Go to Queenie's. Queenie's is awesome. It's expensive, but it's awesome. So since it was a Valentine's Day treat, me and the wife kind of strayed off of the diet a little bit. And yeah, so I decided to have myself a couple beverages, had myself a Woodford Old Fashioned, followed by a Woodford New York Sour. Their New York Sour was a little meh. I can tell that they didn't use enough egg white, so it didn't really separate. As you can see, that red wine really bled through into the cocktail portion of it. So, but overall, it was pretty good. Um, they came over with this bread, and this is God, I can't remember the cheese now. Some sort of cheese that what they do is they slice this bread and they stuff the cheese within the wedges, and it's like a cheddar garlic butter sauce type thing. It's freaking amazing or whatever. So we had to enjoy that. That was awesome. That was also compliments of the chef. Um, and then we for appetizers did the crab cake, and we did the Thai sticky chicken lollipops. Uh, Crab cake was amazing. Absolutely, no filler, all crab. I mean, it was really freaking good. Same thing with the chicken lollipops. Chicken lollipops were out of this world. Me and the wife were talking. We're like, man, we should have just got more chicken lollipops and called it a day. But we didn't. I ended up getting myself a bone-in short rib, which was just absolutely perfect. It was weird for me because I do my own bone-in short rib, but I do it on the smoker. So having something like this that was baked was a little different, and it didn't have any barbecue sauce on it. So for me, I was like, kind of like, man, it kind of came off more like a pot roast for me, but it was freaking really good. It was awesome. It was worth every dollar. My wife went ahead and she got the ski. She got the sea scallops, and that was on top of a butternut squash puree. So that looked awesome. I did not try any of that. Um, then we went to the Blackhawks game. I had myself another two whiskeys from my guy Eugene. And then we got home. And if anybody remembers what Tuesday was Fat Tuesday. I am Polish. I posted on Twitter, diet or no diet, I'm Polish. I'm having a punchki, and that's the end of it. So I capped off that cheat meal with the best. Weber's on Archer. In my personal opinion, nobody does punchkis better. If you try and go on Fat Tuesday, good frickin' luck. People are lining up 2, 3 in the morning just to get in line to order. We pre-order every year, and you still have to wait in line to get your pre-order. Um, they knock it out of the park. They have all your traditional flavors, and then they always do a couple just unique ones. This year, every year I get myself like a decent amount of them and I try them over the 2 days. I go with the classics and then I go with some new ones. Um, I had to go with my favorites this year because I was really, really trying to limit myself. So, uh, what I ended up getting is that one in the middle, which is a peanut butter and jelly with raspberry jelly. And I ended up getting a classic chocolate custard. So that night when we got home from the Blackhawks game, yes, it was late, but I had to have it. And look at that filling. Unbelievable. It was so freaking good. It was worth it. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna work out harder the next day. Come to find out, work put a stop on that. I couldn't work out on Wednesday, but I was like, I'm gonna be good the rest of the time so I can enjoy myself. That was my Fat Tuesday. So yeah. So I was like, hey, we're going gangbuster. On Wednesday, we did a Factor Blue Cheeseburger, which was phenomenal too. But now we're on to what everybody's been waiting for: Week 5 results. So, all right, Week 5 results. We did good again. I was a little surprised. I didn't think that we would have the results that we had with kind of blow through my calorie count for sure on Sunday for the Super Bowl. Probably not drinking on Super Bowl Sunday helped big time, probably helped tremendously. Um, so yeah, so we went with that, and then maybe the combination of getting into working out and everything like that. Um, we had a good way in, man. 296.1, so down 2.9 pounds from last week. So yeah, I was like, shit, man, almost another 3 pounds down. We're down 28.5 pounds total in 5 weeks. We got 331 days to lose another 71 and a half pounds. So basically over the next 47 weeks, yeah, we got to lose like a pound and a half. So pound and a half over the next 47 weeks consistently or whatever, and then we're going to hit that goal and then we're going to go from there. I'm only shit 21 and a half pounds away from that sushi date with the wife, and that's all she's talking about is this sushi date. So we're going to get down to 50 pounds, and I'm pushing. I'm really hoping that I can get that done before we leave for vacation in the next, like, say, I believe we leave for vacation in the next 40 days or so. So if I can get that done before vacation, we can maybe do like a little send off, like a little sushi date before we go on vacation and just kind of have fun. I've already kind of got my game plan for what I'm going to do on vacation. I'm gonna let the reins loose a little bit, but what I'm gonna do is I'm going to avoid the elevators at all costs, and I'm gonna try and do stairs, which is kind of a daunting task because there is there's 21 floors on the cruise ship, so it could be a little dicey. Like if we're on the say 20th floor and or like say we're on the 9th floor and I got to go up to the 20th, that might suck a little bit. But that's what I'm gonna do to keep myself going. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. We're gonna keep on plugging away. I'm hoping to get more exercising in this week. Um, I might even toss in a some kind of either walk or something like that over the weekend just to kind of make up for the lost time that I didn't get to work out during the week. But we'll see. We'll see how life treats me, and gotta roll with the punches every now and then. So yeah, we're gonna do what we can, and hopefully, come next week or whatever, we're reporting another good thing. Another loss week, and we're gonna go from there. But again, as always, as I wrap up this video, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I I can't tell you how much it really means to me that you watch the videos, you call. I mean, I've gotten calls now, just saying, "Hey, man, just keep on going," and that's freaking awesome, man. Really makes me feel good. And overall, that's what you should be doing. You should be supporting your friends and you know, kicking them in the ass when they need a kick in the ass too. Sometimes that's all they need. They need to hear the hard conversation. But yeah, other than that, we will see you next week, week 6 weigh in. Let's go. Cheers, everybody.